If your mini split air conditioner was working fine, it suddenly started an EH03 error code. Other than this, if your air conditioner is showing EH60 and EH61 error codes, I am going to explain how to fix all these error codes in your mini split air conditioner. The first thing that you have to check when the EH03 error is shown on the display is the airflow coming from the blower wheel. Whether the airflow of the blower wheel is normal as it was before. Then, if it is possible, power off the unit, and check the blower wheel by rotating it through your hands. If the blower seems hard to rotate, then it means the blower motor is faulty and its bearing has been jammed. But if the blower wheel is rotating freely, as it is right now in the air conditioner I am having, then the circuit board of this mini split air conditioner could be faulty. Other than this, the blower motor feedback connections could be faulty. When this EH03 error code is shown, the company says that it is the indoor fan blower motor problem, or the indoor fan blower motor feedback problem. I have powered off the electricity from the air conditioner. And now, first of all, I will check the feedback connector of the blower motor, because the feedback to the circuit board is given through this feedback connector of the motor. I will remove this connector from the circuit board. If the connector pins in the indoor circuit are corrosive, clean them using a brush. This circuit board is brand new, so its connector is fine. Also, check the feedback connector of the blower motor as well. After cleaning this connector, if it was rusty, put the connector back in the circuit. The chances are that by doing this, the EH03 error code could be fixed. But still, the EH03 error code is displaying even though you did this procedure. So as I told you before, check the airflow of the blower wheel. If the airflow of the blower wheel is low, then it means that the capacitor of the blower motor is faulty. The capacitor could be mounted upward inside some circuit boards. But in this mini split air conditioner the capacitor is mounted in a separate circuit board. So then you will have to replace this capacitor with a new one by desoldering it from this circuit board. After you remove the capacitor from the circuit board, do check it, then replace it. The chances are the speed of the blower motor will be fixed and the EH03 error code will stop displaying in your mini split air conditioner. But now after replacing the capacitor, still this error code is displaying. Then do watch the videos I have already made on the blower motor's connections and their feedback, which will be linked at the end of this video, and you will be able to fix this blower motor error EH03. Now, the next EH60 error code is shown on the display of this mini split air conditioner. I will explain to you all the possible faults of this error code due to which this error code is shown. This error code is the problem in the indoor unit. This sensor, which is the room temperature sensor, is installed in this mini split air conditioner. In some mini split air conditioners, this room temperature sensor is installed with a plastic clip on the top of the evaporator. But let me show you where is it installed in this indoor unit. Nowadays the room temperature sensor is installed here with the body of the unit. So, as I have told you, the EH60 is the room temperature sensor error code. The first possible fault could be if the connector of this thermistor is a loose connection in the circuit board. The connector of the room thermistor is CN2, and the T1 room is written with the connector. If this room temperature sensor or thermistor short circuits internally, or if its wire cut off due to any reason, then this error code will be displayed in your air conditioner. Other than this, 5 volts are passing in the circuit board where this sensor is connected. If these 5 volts are not passing in the circuit board, then it is possible this error code will be shown on the display of the air conditioner. Then, to fix this error code, you will have to check the circuit board of the air conditioner. But normally most of the time the problem is of this room temperature sensor. So let me explain you the exact resistance value of this thermistor, because if you don't replace it with the proper resistance value, the error will not be fixed appropriately. If you still replace the sensor with the wrong value, the unit will function temporary, but its working behavior will be compromised. That is why let me tell you the resistance value of this ambient temperature sensor installed in this mini split air conditioner. Now I am going to check the resistance value of this room temperature sensor. If you want to know how to test the sensors in detail, the video will be linked in the end. The resistance value of this sensor is 10 kilo ohms at almost 25 degree temperature. Installing this value of the sensor will fix the error code EH60. Now the next error code is EH61, which is shown on the display. This is the third error code that I am explaining in this video. So let me explain you the possible faults when this error code is shown in your mini split air conditioner. This error code is also the fault in the indoor unit. Another thermistor is installed in mini split air conditioners, which is installed with the evaporator in its dedicated copper tube. It checks the temperature of the evaporator, that how cold it gets. If this sensor shorts or opens circuits, then this error is displayed on the mini split air conditioner. The connector of this thermistor is installed with the room temperature sensor connectors. CN3 is the connector number of this sensor, and the T2 pipe is written with the connector, which is white in color. If the connection of this connector is loose or the wire is cut off for any reason, and the rest of the problems will be same for this error code as I told you for the EH60 error code. Let me tell you the exact resistance value of this thermistor as well to replace it with the correct one. But if it is replaced with the correct resistance value and still shows the EH61 error code, then check the 5 volts between the connector of this sensor in the circuit board, whether the 5 volts are passing or not. If 5 volts are passing, the EH61 error will be fixed, otherwise it will be the problem in the circuit board. And so then you will have to check the circuit board. Now I will tell you the value of this pipe coil sensor. The value of this sensor is also 10 kilo ohms at 25-degree temperature. So replace the faulty sensor with a 10 kilo ohm new sensor. I am tired now, and I run on coffee. So buy it for me on Patreon. Click the link on the screen to visit. Click on the left or right thumbnail to watch the next videos. And subscribe. Thank you.